They always make us promises. And the last time a cabinet delegation came and sat with us, they agreed that we have real demands and that the government will respond to our issues and will resolve our problems. We then opened the roads and waited for their response, but they never.
Director of the Geneva Centre for Africa Security and Strategic Studies. He joins us from the Nigerian capital, Abuja. A pleasure to have you on, David. The Beja say they want the rest of the country to feel the same pain that they're feeling. How bad is life in the East? How marginalised are people there?
I mean, this is, again, about the equitable distribution of wealth. I mean, the beggars, as you've seen, they are a very nomadic community, and they genuinely and legitimately believe that in terms of the amount of resources that comes from the eastern Sudanese part, which of course links the Nile, it's not equally distributed to the beggar tribe, they've actually raised these concerns, during the Sudan track protocol that, occurred in Juba, the peace agreement. And it was, decided that they would have 50% of the resource, that comes out from that region. But it hasn't been allocated to them, partly because of the chaos that has been going on with the military takeover from the long-serving Omar al-Bashir. And the beggar tribe, they're saying that enough is enough. We cannot allow the rest of the country to benefit a lot more than we are, in terms of being the custodians or the tribal custodians of that region. So it is a very serious protest, which is affecting, the price of bread, the price of fuel, petrol, and other resources which comes from that area. It's a big concern.
And how much is the trouble in Tigray and in neighbouring Ethiopia also affecting that part of Sudan? I mean, is it causing instability?
Enormously. Again, Sudan is faced by multiple crises, and they've been facing that since the coup d'etat, which, the military took over from Omar al-Bashir. But also the recently attempted coup has also, made situations in Sudan very fragile. Again, you mentioned the war in the northern part of Ethiopia, in the Tigray region, which has affected a lot of displacement. A lot of the local population there have moved towards the eastern Sudan, which again stretches the economy of that particular area, which is already underdeveloped, makes it a lot more worse. Of course, Sudan is also faced, as you rightly mentioned, by the withdrawal of the UN forces from Darfur. That is another area which, they're experiencing chaos. COVID-19 is one that we cannot ignore. But this is a country that is also at the back of very powerful United Nations, sanctions and US sanctions, being accused of being a sponsor of terrorism. So, it's a tough one for the Sudanese. But, when it comes to the economy, they've got to reach a very sustainable solution with these tribes. Else, things will get worse.
Appreciate the analysis, David, always. David Otto speaking to us from Abuja.